You say you feel disenchanted, 'cause lately he takes you for granted. Still faithful and true, you've remained, and to her so have I. You pour out your heart and I listen, and we catch a vibe reminiscing. Temptation so strong, not to mention the yearning inside.
But what kind of man would I be if I lived unfaithfully? And what kind of girl would you be
Problematic.
if you did the same? Oh, whoa, ha, ha, whoa, ha, ha, ha. Oh, whoa, ha, ha, whoa, ha, ha, ha. Whoa, ha, 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 whoa, ha, ha, ha. Whoa, ha, 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 ha.
Saxophone solo.
Yeah. I was like, I'm not doing all that tonight.
No. Can you imagine? Very Beyonce of you. Very, I can't lose.
Yeah. I'm not Rochelle Farrelling here.
No, you leave that queen alone.
You know what's so funny? Dr. Terrell, when he comes and we go hang out, I'll be in the car. He trolls me because he keep a Rochelle Farrell CD in the pocket of the door, so he know that I have to see it every time I open the car door. He be like, look at you. You gonna put your foot on the queen?
Yo, Terrell, I love you 5 points more just for that.
Yes, he's coming on the show because he has a book coming out.
Yay! Very good.
So,
long overdue.
Yeah, so he's coming on this show. But anyway. Hey everybody, welcome back to the blackest show about nothing.
Absolutely.
It's Jade and
nothing.
XD.
Boop, 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 boop. Oh, it's been a couple weeks.
Yeah, I know we had a break, and then we talked about a cult with Tariq.
We needed a break
fun,
after that. Yeah.
Yeah, we needed a break. All 49 episodes of
Nature Boy. I'm sorry, that's
Nature
not.
Boy.
I'm sorry, that's not.
Feminine energy.
Nature Boy. Okay, get you a nigga who can do both.
Yeah, he said feminine energy is feline energy. That's why they do this.
that man, anyway.
I gotta, yeah.
I don't have anything productive to
Also,
say.
I had to put you'll be happy that I had to put my tin hat on and almost my hidden color jacket on, because that's how hotep you got. Because, Hood Horror Stories is the one that gave us the 49, which they deserve a Peabody.
Yeah, no, truly.
It's
James
way too
Beard.
deep in somebody's business. However, it is good
but
deep
in the
dive
best
into
way,
somebody's
though.
business.
No, if you're gonna be in another bitch's business, that's how you do it.
Yeah, that's how you report.
That's how you do it.
But a couple of the videos got taken down. I'm assuming
For traumatic content, sensitive.
that and or his supporters, who are still active, are reporting the content as well.
What y'all reporting?
But the problem is he's losing because he makes thousands, and when I tell you, Jade, thousands of dollars on these videos. And so, it's taken away from this brother man's income. And I'm assuming brother man's income.
This is where this is where you should not be making the money that you're making off of these people's pain and exploitation. How you finna justify this? Because I don't even.
Because we do it too. We exploit people's pain and we make a mockery out of it.
Yeah, so does Mona Scott Young. Not in the same. This nigga was
Like I
physically
don't.
harming niggas.
He was.
And
He
that's
was.
where there's a bold line.
So okay, then my argument there is so like news outlets and things. Like I'm not saying this is a news out. Well, I guess it could be,
Nah, no.
right? So you don't believe. So you don't believe
I
that
tried
this
to do.
person should be rewarded for their work.
Yeah. I'm not saying nobody
Okay.
deserves to get their basic needs met. But when I'm saying the reward for your work and your work is nasty work, no. Like we might be
So,
like we might, there's
but then my argument to you then, right? And then so like in the Hulu doc, the digital investigator, which is a wild term,
nope, you,
Chantel, right?
yeah.
If she put ads on her videos, right?
That it's tricky. You're right. I see where you're going, and I'm not disagreeing with you there. This is directly about him because you are the person who has caused the nucleus and the foundation of the harm. You see what I'm saying?
I'm not talking about Nature Boy. I'm talking about the Hood documentary guy losing money. I'm not talking about Nature Boy
Oh,
losing
nigga, I thought
money.
you was talking about Nature Boy. I'm done with this conversation
No.
then.
No, I don't give a
Oh,
fuck.
I opt out. Oh, I quit. That's a good. Okay, cool. Thank you for clarifying. I love clear communication. My Mercury's in Virgo, so now I have a choice. Oh no, I feel kind of bad for him. Yeah, yeah, I do. You did good work, sir, and I like that sucks. But that's not. He's not losing all his shit. 2 weeks. You come back 2 weeks, causing ruckus.
Man, this is like you come back from 2 weeks and you have a whole
weeks.
bunch of shit in your inbox and you're just like, I don't know what the fuck happened.
Damn, not bad.
I'm sorry. Anywho, well, how have you been? It's been a couple of weeks. What's going on?
What's going on? Oh God, I've been so busy. So I'm my grandma. I become.
Nature Boy does make videos still, by the way, but from prison.
See, and
But
this is that's
that's the problem. Yes. I'm sorry, but go on. You went to go
It's
visit
now-
your grandmother.
because now my brain is like, woo, woo, that's. We just did like a roller coaster dip. I wasn't ready for that.
Yeah.
So I'm my grandma, my girl.
Yay.
And spent a little time with her. She tired, so I'm just trying to get all my minutes with her.
Yeah.
Visited my
Me too.
kids at the
Yay.
Cuyahoga County, and that was just fulfilling as always. I just really love those kids. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, y'all really fill me up doing this shit. Like this, I don't even feel, y'all really fill me up with this. I'd be hot and tired, and it's all worth it because they deserve to be kids, even in their mistakes. You know what I'm saying? I think recidivism starts with how you treat them while they're incarcerated, even though the system is fucked up. But I get it. Some niggas do really heinous things, and then we gotta figure out what to do. I think this whole system is a wreck, but in the meantime, if you treat them crazy from jump, what you think you getting ready to breed that's not already out there because they was already treated crazy out in the world. So that was fulfilling as always. We made smash burgers for 2 days in a row. I had all the classes over those 2 days, and we did smash burgers. The girls are so cute. One of them came into the room and she was like, "Miss, you like my hair?" And I was like, "Yeah, girl." She goes, "I did it last night, no mirror." I was like, "I know that's right."
Yeah.
And she did. She had that shit braided. So we were having a good time. We were having a good time. This is the most I got like real good time with the girls. So that also filled my little spirit. What else happened? What else happened? Noah had her recital. She did amazing as
Oh
always.
yes.
I've been out here vigilanting in these Abe, you can determine whether or not this story stays in or out. I trust you. So we took a hooky day. We went to the beach. It was the first day. It was gonna be 91 degrees. Your girl didn't have any testing. I hit you up on some, hey, can we push recording a day? I just wanna. So we took a hooky day. And it was lovely and worth it. And on the way back, go ahead, you coming. Okay. Take your time. Take your time. Let it out. So anyway, so on the way back, we're walking back from the train, and there's a man sniffing around a property. Property had a black lady realtor on the thing, right? It's a brownstone. And he's sniffing, and like you could see him. He's looking through windows and, in the gate. And I couldn't help myself, and I passed by and I said, plotting on some deed theft? And he goes, no, that's not what's happening here. That's not what's happening. I was like, yeah, you answered too quick. You plotting on some deed theft. And I kept going. It's so... I just been out here. And
I think you can leave that in. I think if people Google the assailants when it comes to deed theft, they can gather.
They deserve some shame. You got to be shamed for going out of your way to take something from somebody. That's some 4-year-old shit. That's some 2-year-old shit.
That's the American way.
That's the American way. That's white supremacy and colonialism. They love to go and take shit from people that don't belong to them and then don't do nothing with it, because you saw Tyreek talking about British people talking about food online.
Yeah, because...
Well,
I gotta be...
curb yourself from your school shooting jokes, all right? Like, they're not comparable. You niggas don't know what to do, and that's fine.
Yeah, you don't know. You've done all this pillaging and stealing, and for what?
All to do nothing.
For what?
For it to just sit there.
Just to be like, it's mine, and do nothing with it.
Do nothing with it. Nothing at all.
That's so Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, you know what I mean?
Yeah. What else do I have to tell? Oh, I went and saw Casey and JoJo for Mother's Day.
Oh, that's very of age.
It was. When I realized who I was online with, I was like, am I young or am I delusional? I'm not obsessed with youth, but I do be peeping, and I'm like, I get we be in certain spaces. When we went to Shari's birthday party and we all outside in our red, it was a bunch of niggas with a Sprinter van and a lot of young nigga shit going on. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then we're out there all in a themed color for a birthday party, and I knew exactly what this was. But when I went to this Casey and JoJo concert, and me and Tristan are standing on the line at King's Theater, I'm like, is it, am I just not thinking clear? Like, are we of age? And then when we got in there and I was able to sing along with just about everything, the questions remained. And they still do. Mm-hmm. But these niggas have been performing for 35 years. Mm-hmm. And for that, I say, you all deserve your flowers.
Absolutely.
You deserve your flowers.
And that they're still on this side of glory. You know what I mean?
Amen.
There's so many of us that aren't, especially black men in the entertainment industry.
Yeah. And they've had some close calls. You know what I mean? Casey was talking about his stroke, and he sounds good. Like, he sounds good. He moves good. Dalvin acts like a light-skinned nigga, but, you know, very entertaining. And JoJo. We've got to keep JoJo. We got to lift JoJo.
Gotta get him some green juice.
Something. I don't know what was going on. I don't know. But his tracks were tracks. If you feel me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. He was lip syncing.
Casey was singing JoJo's tracks were tracks. And I did have to check, you know, because I was like, maybe once upon a time I'd be like, that nigga wasn't even singing. I was happy he was there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was just happy he was there. And I think maybe I'd rather hear the track because you have such a particular voice and a beautiful, light way that I would maybe rather hear the track than you totally fucking up, you know, your good work that I have enjoyed for all these years.
Because I too would be pissed. I'd much rather you just sing along.
Yeah.
You know, with the vocal track.
Yeah.
You know?
And you could see him trying his best. And I just enjoyed being there in the space and the energy. And also, old hoes. You heard my rant on Getting Grown, and I'll leave it there. Y'all can go listen if you want to.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Fuck young hoes, run free. Even though Auntie don't like y'all
Yeah.
singing that song. Old
She
hoes.
don't, because I wish people would, because I'm like, that song is very sad.
It's
and
sad
y'all
as
made
hell.
it like y'all made it a meme.
I mean,
No, this lady was talking about
I
getting.
know.
It is about intimate violence. It's
it is.
about
No, you're right.
an
You're right.
ancient man.
You're right.
Losing children. You know.
You're right.
But you know, it was disco. So young hearts. Right. That was the problem with disco.
Exactly.
Disco is very sad, but cocaine.
Listen, I told you that one time there was no cocaine involved. I told you about that one time that nigga, the one and only time I got ghosted for a date. And went to the wonderful party. And I was like, I'm not going to let this nigga mess up my experience. And they put on Another Star. And I was like, yeah, la, 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 la. And I'm dancing and I'm spinning, nigga. And I'm floating. And I was like, damn, this song is sad as hell.
Yeah.
I stopped.
Well, you know,
I was like, damn, that's a sad
Earth
ass song.
signs love sad music too, but that's another conversation.
Oh my God. And let me make it. Jade, take a letter.
Yeah, we love sad music.
Earth song and sad music. Astrology and music. Music taste.
That's what Jasmine need to come back on for.
Yeah, we about to do that shit, nigga. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't steal it or we know you took it from us even though you'll be doing it anyway. But how are
all
you?
The time.
How are you?
I'm good. You know, I didn't really get a chance to talk about my birthday and stuff last time we were here. But you know, I turned 40. Happy birthday! Thank you for all we're about a month away, it's been about a month, but thank you for all your well wishes and gifts and things. It was very well received. Shout out to the people down at the Sephora in Santa Barbara.
Oh yeah.
I used to work with my former client named Tatiana, and she was there and introduced me to other folks that were there. And we had a lovely chat and a lovely time. They were fans and not fans. I hate that word, but you know they've been down with the get down. So, So hey y'all, and shout out to the free samples you gave me.
Always grateful for that.
But I spent my birthday in Santa Barbara. You know, I was trying to have like a little White Lotus situation. You know what I mean? Like easy breezy. You know, American Riviera situation.
I called this nigga, I FaceTimed him for his birthday, and he was dressed like Succession.
Yeah.
I said, where you at? I said, you got a meeting? What you doing? He looked like he was about to go show a house. You had on a...
Oh, I changed, though.
Oh, you did?
I ended up changing. Yeah, I ended up changing. But I ended up looking like... It was regular juggling.
Okay. On his 40th.
Because it got hot.
Oh, okay.
And I looked at the temperature and I was like, oh, I'm not doing all that in 80-degree weather.
No.
So, what else happened? Some gays took me out the weekend before. That was fun.
Okay, love that.
Yeah, normally sometimes people think like, oh, you're going out getting trashed and hammered. No, we went to dinner and I went to and got home at a decent hour.
Yeah.
What else happened? But more importantly, I went to go see my mother for Mother's Day.
Yes, you did.
It was important for me to go because A, it's Mother's Day. 2, it's been a whole year since my uncle had passed away. I think you all was along with the journey that when Reggie decided to end his life electively. And so it was very it was interesting, just kind of connecting with me and my mother. I've also not been in her presence for that long. In a very long time.
Yeah.
I was there for over a week. And, for those who don't know, me and my mother from 18 to the pandemic, I've lived over 2,000 miles away from my mother.
Yeah.
And I've never moved back home. And there was a point where like 5 years I didn't go back to California. So it's, we're kind of like rebuilding this relationship.
That's beautiful.
But it was more, even she was like, oh, I didn't expect you to stay this long.
That is, that is.
Fine.
You're like, okay, copy for next time.
Yeah, I got you, sister. I'm coming here for a day.
But y'all had a good time, though.
No, yeah, we did. We had a wang dang. We even we went to go see Michael. And my mother has very strong opinions about things. She just doesn't necessarily have an outlet since I told her to most importantly, I took my mother's phone and blocked a whole bunch of right-wing content from Facebook, so I hope you all can do the same.
Oh, I love that. Oh, that's a great idea. Yeah.
Because she had said something, we were waiting for food, and she had said something, and I was like, what? And I was like, she was like, well, it's just a conversation on Facebook. I said, give me this. And she was like, well, a black man posted. I said, that's the worst kind.
See, this is how they infiltrate. How they try to infiltrate. Yeah, nah.
Black.
No.
I was like, you was too black for this, and I know you don't believe it.
No. And also, we need to have a proper conversation about these voting rights, but we can do that another time.
Yeah, we need. I also want somebody who is
same.
who is well equipped to discuss that.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with that.
In a black way. What else happened? It's like so much happened and not a lot happened at the same time.
I know. Oh, I went to dinner with Holly.
Yes, because she sent me a picture of you, the two of you.
Oh, send it to me. I don't have it.
Okay. She sent it to make me jealous because when the day of my birthday, she was like, I'm in West Hollywood, and she's like, I have cake, and I was like, well, girl, I'm in Santa Barbara.
She told me, and I was so sad for you.
Yeah.
We went to a fabulous restaurant here in Brooklyn, and when I tell you, you know how I order, you know how I do when I go out, but the two of us together,
the whole menu,
I think we ordered everything but one particular section. And by the time our main came out, and then they kept sending us things as well. So between all of that, we were finished. Then they had this cheesecake at the end.
Oh.
And I'm not a cheesecake girl.
Oh, you're not?
Nah, I'm not a cheesecake girl. But it's too dense, it's too thick, it's too. You know what I mean? Generally, I realize also I'm not
a very rich dessert. Custard. It's a rich custardy situation.
And
are you not a custard person?
No, I love custard, but it's not custardy to me. It's thick and dense, like a big block of something. And then I don't love graham cracker crusts. Not a, like, I don't hate it, but I don't have to have it. And the only cheesecake I've ever really enjoyed was my Mimi's cheesecake, my grandmother who passed last year, because she would make a homemade cheesecake that wasn't super dense. And then in a very black way, she would never chill it all the way. You know what I'm saying? Because it probably wasn't done in time. So it was a lukewarm situation, but it wasn't unpleasant and it wasn't thick and dense. So I guess it was a little bit more custardy. Her crust was also not overwhelming, and then she would do a macerated strawberry, like warm a macerated strawberries over it, and it was just always perfect, right? And I would rarely have anybody's cheesecake like that because there was something too dense about it. This reminded me of hers, though. So they did a camembert, like, cheesecake.
Camembert cheesecake.
Yeah. Okay. Like, I'm French. It was just custardy enough. It was not too dense. There was no crust. And it was
it Basque?
No, there was no crust. Was it Basque? I'm trying to remember what
shit on the top.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
And I can't remember what the bottom, if there was anything or if it was just the
Probably
cheesecake.
Wasn't.
It was phenomenal. And there was a salted, but I'm not a big salted caramel girl either. Don't hate it, but niggas just do things too much.
I'm not a salted caramel.
This was like, but it was just shy of savory and just shy. It was not too sweet either. And then they had like this salted toffee sauce situation to just scoop a little bit. When I tell you, it was phenomenal, and it was the closest thing I ever had to my grandmother's cheesecake.
Ooh. What was the restaurant?
Theodora.
I can't say because
I always say it because you can't get no reservation there anyway. I didn't want to. It's called Theodora, and it was fantastic, and it was amazing. And if you have the opportunity to go there, you can only get a reservation 30 days out. But
yes, this is a big time. We've had this conversation. Yeah, it's a big deal.
But it was. I mean, when I tell you one of probably my best food experience this year thus far, 5 months in, almost 6. And then it was good company. Me and Holly had a good time. You can't go out to eat with everybody. You know what I mean? And you can't have intimate time with everybody. And so it was effortless. We had she's such a sweetheart. You know what I mean? She's a sweetheart, and she's fun, and she's a nigga too. You know what I mean? So what a wonderful combination of human. And then the cherry on top is that nigga knows food. The bitch knows good fucking food. She likes to eat good fucking food, and she will eat it all with me, and nothing. That just made it all.
And it's so funny. I'm so glad because I was gonna go to San Diego for my birthday, but then we would end up missing each other anyway. But I know I need to go down there because she keeps saying we need to go on a food tour, and I'm like, yes, girl, I know.
Yeah. Anyway, we should pay some bills.
We should. Thank you for tuning in every week. Tell a friend that we're here. 10 years we've been here.
Oh my God.
And so let people know that, we're the longest one standing. We're still here like Tisha. We're not the longest.
Not the longest, but
we're the realest.
We've been
first
doing this
things
a long.
First, I'm the realest.
You are a ratchet bitch.
I don't know. We're the longest something. I don't know. We're something.
The longest blackest show about nothing. And then there
you go.
We have had the longest motherfucking water cooler conversation, I think, ever.
There we go. It's something. I know we're the longest something, damn it. I'm holding on to that.
You're like, I'm claiming it.
I'm claiming something. I'm going to leave with something. But yes, thank you for joining us every week. Join us on the Patreon. We're watching Flavor of Love.
And so much more.
And so much more. I think, with watches, there's more conversation within the watches. So if you like our conversation and banter here, just wait to what you can get with the shit that we talk about during the shows
It's a bit unhinged.
that we watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, think People's Couch, but, black. Join us on YouTube. It's free, as well as Discord. It's free. We have great stuff there on both, and Discord is ran by our Agents of Chaos, where they have their own book club, their own stuff, network for even employment opportunities and things. So they're very helpful with doing that down there. So, go and join a safer place on the internet. And so let's take a break, and we'll be back with more Jade and XD. Hit it.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
On the Aleutian Lady.
Jacob, I love the hell out of you, but you left human fecal matter in a working space, which is not okay.
And we're back. So we're talking about whatever Jade set up for us this week.
Oh, you got to go to the Patreon.
Sorry, guys. Yeah, you gotta go to the Patreon.
Oh,
for what happened.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, even before we get into our math, I just want to talk about math that I hate, and you all will understand what I'm talking about in a minute. I feel like we haven't discussed. It's like we are in the wrap up of spring television.
Oh yeah, I hate that.
I know, I do too, because this is where you're forced to find other things. I'm like, what you mean all my shows are coming to an end at once? And then they say it on the thing now, they'd be like, finale. The only thing that we're getting where we get to keep going is Drag Race, which you all can also find that on Patreon. It's not necessarily a recap, but more of just like a discussion. Yeah, of thoughts and opinions. Anywho, did you ever watch The Testimonials?
The what?
The Testimonials, nigga, The Handmaid's Tale 2.
The Testament.
Oh. I've been calling this show The Testimonials. You didn't?
No, I told you I watched the first 2 episodes, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I watched the first 2 episodes. No, the first 3, because they dropped 3 episodes at once.
Okay.
The first week, because you told me to watch that, and I was like, no, I'm cool. Because remember, I told you I don't like shows about children. And I think that's what's taking me a really long time to get into Harry Potter.
I'm cool
That's
on that.
also a
Also,
thing.
that lady is hateful.
Oh yeah, she's a troglodyte.
But that's not my shit anyway. And niggas keep telling me every time they do those fucking quizzes, who are you of the Harry Potter, I always get Serpentine or whatever the fuck the snake is. I get that shit all the time. I don't know what that means, but I feel like I don't like it anyway. So
I think it's all,
I
like people like what they like.
yeah, there we go. I would encourage you to go back to the testimonials because we get context from Handmaid's Tale that or further context at times for why things are the way that they are. And
For example,
we get more Lydia backstory. And we're getting more insight into like Mayday and the operation. Less of like Warzone Mayday that we saw in Handmaid's Tale, like we ready to go, and more of like the strategy and stuff behind it. And how long it's been going and how covert it is, etc., etc. Now, trigger warning. lots of child bride shit happening right now. You see what I'm saying? Because remember, they in the auntie, they in the school, they in the wives' school, and then when they get their periods, they gotta ring the alarm. You know what I mean? And then that's when they start doing like a whole debutante ball, but it's like, a cattle pick of which commander's gonna be with which blah blah blah. But this is where we're getting ready to see Blenna. Blenna's all up and through this. So this is where we get to see Blenna and the evolution of, and also what's been going on with her. It's interesting. I'm not going to lie. And more of like the aunts, the inception of, and all of that.
Yeah. I don't know. Handmaid's Tale was a lot. And, I wasn't really into Handmaid's Tale in the beginning.
No,
you had to
weren't.
convince me to get into it.
I did.
Then I was like, shit, well, I'm in it now.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We'll see. I'm trying to figure out other things to watch. I finally... clips of shows do really well for me because then it helps me tune in, right? So I finally have given I'm giving Hacks a chance because, hey, I've always loved Gene Smart. That's never been a thing. But it's also like when I'm oversaturated with a bunch of shit, I'm just like, too much. I'm going to go back to what I know. And I'm also tired of being disappointed in new shit. But they had a couple episodes that were anti-AI that handled it very like wonderfully. Oh. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start watching this. I have I didn't have a reason to not watch it, but I just didn't. So I'm gonna just give it a go. But in your in conversation about shows ending, my show came back.
What show?
Deadliest Catch. No. I think Deadliest Catch has been on since 2006 or two. Actually, it originally premiered in 1999 as a different iteration. It was a docu-series. And then they changed it into like what we know as today, like a traditional reality show. And essentially it's, they follow a group of fishermen who fish for crab in the Bering Sea. And it's quite dangerous to do it. People
40-foot waves.
When you're talking about fishing in the north, there is no forgiveness.
Whoa, hang on!
We're talking shallower waters and bigger waves. And sub-zero temperatures.
Yeah, so people die. There have been episodes. One of these episodes I'll show you of the season premiere of last season. It was very intense. But this Deadliest Catch premiered this past season, or this past week, or 2 weeks ago. And it was the first time I have watched something on TV in a long time. I'll tell you about what happened, but I was watching it with my mother, and I was like, I miss watching TV at a regimented time. Like, you gather around, and I know that this premieres at this particular time. I remember I was watching something or reading something that kids don't have a concept of time now because everything is due to streaming, and so they don't have to be at a certain place to watch things.
Yes.
And I was like, that is
Which
so
makes
true,
them
because now I'm
ungrateful.
like, yeah, yes. But I did find it interesting. I was like, well, this is nostalgic. Like, I know that I'm tuning in, and even this past week, when Chris and I watched it, we sat down and like made it intentional to watch this show, because it's something to look forward to on Fridays. But anywho, the whole point of the show, they follow the lives of the people or whatever. So then one of the captains, last season, he had to evacuate his boat because he had an ammonia leak. I believe I told you this before. This season, he going through a divorce. So
While he's in the middle of the ocean?
Yes. So like So I don't remember last year they had a typhoon up near Japan and like up in Alaska. And it like wrecked most of Alaska. Well, they were all in it. And so they were filming it during the time. So this nigga who's going through divorce, he's on the phone with his divorce attorney in the middle of the Bering Sea, and these like 30-foot waves are crashing into the boat. All while talking about like, and the lawyer's like, if you got money, put in a business account, and blah 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 blah. He was like, this is too much.
I wonder why they got divorced.
He said is because he's always at sea, because he's always, making money. And the thing is, Jake, he's been on this show for 20 years. So therefore, like physically since 2006, on top of, and the season lasts from like October to January, maybe.
Okay. Oh, cuddling months.
Yeah. But also, they probably fish for other things. And like, crab is where they make the most money. But then you also got to fish for other shit too. Like, maybe I got to fish for cod or something.
They said they got to work with 700-pound crab pots. That's crazy.
Yeah, them nigga. There was one. There's been several injuries on this show, and have involving crab pots.
That's crazy.
Like this man got crushed. He bust his leg. Like it's nuts.
700 pounds is insane.
And there's like 50 of them, like on a boat, and they gotta like crane and then leave them to soak and then pick up a whole bunch of crab. So it's like 800, 700-pound crab pots. Plus if you get a full load of big ass crab, that's hella weight.
Now, this is not the heave ho thieves and niggers.
No.
Okay.
No. As thieves and beggars we've discussed, but that's not.
It's not.
But no, it is not. It is a bunch of just men in the ocean fishing. There's only been one black person on the show. He was interesting because he was super disappointing. But there was one racist on one of the ships, and like the captain handled it very, very well, and it kicked him off and was like, "Fuck you," and you're ruining my business. Fuck you, racist. Cussed him, all that. But then the nigga did like weird shit, like he took a shit on the on like the deck because somebody was like in the bathroom, but nobody wasn't because he could have just knocked on the door.
He just on the deck and leaves it.
Yeah.
Literally, it's like going out on the porch at your house and on your porch. He literally took a crap on the deck. I've hit my limit with the Jacob Hut.
Like it was just like, oh God, what are you doing? But then he also didn't clean it properly. So like, because everybody was like, we wouldn't have known about this if you didn't clean. If you would have cleaned it properly. So it was very fresh. But you know what I mean. Whatever. I like watching mindless television.
No, I'm not mad at it.
I like watching shit that, that I don't have to think. Or it's a world that I have no idea about. Like...
You want to know a world that I have no... You know what I'm watching? I really fought against it. I really didn't want to watch it. And then I was like, but my curiosity got the best of me.
Are you watching Real Housewives of Atlanta again like me? Or no?
Very no.
I'm sorry, they've came back with a little heat this season.
I'm not saying I won't. Okay, if I need to revisit from,
because they have been dragging Pinky from Slutty Vegan. Let me tell you, honey. And good.
Listen, when people have poor business practices and they fuck over other people, I can't get behind that. Now I don't know what I don't know.
They said I can't throw a stone without hitting somebody you owe. I said,
yikes. I tell
and
you,
we got court documents to prove it. So that wasn't even like a
damn. What I will say that I can say for a fact happened, and my personal spirit just didn't sit well with me. But that this is a me thing. was because I don't know that lady from a can of paint. But I don't want to walk up nowhere to get my food and everybody yells out, "Hey, slut!" Like, I don't want that. I feel like that would, it would taint my experience walking. I'm like, bitch,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hold. Wait a minute. So wait, that's what happens when you order from them?
I heard that initially, like when, you used to go in,
or the little truck thing that they had.
No, when they got the brick and mortars is what I heard when you're greeted, as a slut.
Oh, no.
And I got no problem with being a slut. That's not my issue. I got no problem with you being a slut. I'm just like, why is the burger a slut? You know what I mean?
I told you, again, that's like that thing I hate with like millennial or Gen Z naming
Food
shit.
porn.
Like, yeah, like Big Dick Burger.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
or,
I know.
you know what I mean? It's like, I'm ordering the cock guzzler, and it's just like a chicken sandwich. Like, you know what I mean? And it's like, come on, bro.
Like, I just want to eat, nigga.
I just want to eat. I don't need all of that. I'm going to try to just call it sandwich. Call everything sandwich, and I can figure out the rest of it.
First of all, I don't know. Maybe it's the divergence, but I'm going to tell you right now. Tell me what the fuck that shit is on the menu. I don't want to be surprised. I would like to be pleasantly surprised. I don't want to be surprised, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I realized that recently because I was making dinner, and I didn't feel, I'm going to be honest with you, I was being lazy. I didn't feel like chopping up all the shit for a chimichurri. And I made steak. So I was like, I threw it all in my little blender and I blended it up and it created this creamy chimichurri. And it had me thinking to myself, if I put this on a menu, this shit was fire. Let me be very clear. But I said, if I put this on a menu, I'd have to put creamy chimichurri because I don't want niggas expecting your typical chopped.
No, because I'd be like, this isn't chimichurri. This is a chimichurri aioli.
Sauce, or something, but it wasn't an aioli because I didn't add a mayo. I just blended it, but it gave it a creamy element, and I'm like, tell me what that is, just so I know. So like, stop surprising niggas on menus with things, and also with your chicken sandwiches, y'all need to differentiate whether or not it's a motherfucking thigh or breast. I need to know that. I'm gonna ask you every time. I need you to just list. Because I feel like when they put, delicious, juicy fried piece of chicken sandwiches used to be breasts. Now they can go any direction. And I feel like they're trying to dupe me because I'm not a thigh girl. The world's up to get me.
I was like, this is a very particular brand of issue.
It is. It's me. But, I'm the problem.
Yeah. I'm sure there are swaths of people who don't disagree with you.
There's an echo chamber everywhere. Let's be very clear.
Big vacuum.
That's what's wrong with the world. There's an echo chamber everywhere. Too many niggas got other niggas telling them that they're valid. I know when my shit is nutty. I know when my shit. I know when
you
it's
better
me,
virtue
nigga.
signal for chicken sandwiches.
But I'm like, I need to know. I need to know. And how come there's no options anymore? Y'all want to pre-batch cocktails? I can't switch out the spirit. You trying to dupe me with the chicken sandwiches?
Yeah.
I got to put my tinfoil hat on and see what's going on out here.
Right. No, to your point, I did want to bring this up. So Jade on Getting Grown was talking about her beef with pre-made cocktails at restaurants because it's lazy. And it is what it is. When I had went to dinner with the gays I was telling you about, and they had pre-batch mocktails.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm less mad at that, but keep going.
And I was like, okay, that's fine or whatever.
But nigga, that's juice.
Well, no, they had like roasted something in it or whatever. But my friend was allergic to what was in it. So he was like, can you make it with something like, I want all these things. Do you have the elements of these things? To just make it without this one particular item. I forget what he's allergic to. And it was like, no. So it was like, okay.
See, this is
So I mean, like, I understood the point. In my head, I was like, it's a mocktail, girl, but in my head, I was like, even if it was a mocktail, just because someone doesn't imbibe the spirit doesn't mean that they shouldn't be able to have a custom thing. There's also, and I know this is about to be a controversial take, and I know this episode has nothing to do with this, but when you're not allowed to customize things, and they'd be like, no substitutions, no you know what I mean? Sometimes I get sometimes chefs have an idea of what things are supposed to taste like in their heads or whatever, and sure. However, sometimes I want to experience all of this without this one particular thing.
yes.
You know what I mean? Like sometimes I feel like, especially if it's like cilantro, right? I don't have a problem with cilantro, but I do know that there's a chemical in people's bodies that makes it seem like they're eating soap. And so why do I have to suffer and not have this thing because you refuse to not take out the cilantro?
And I agree with that. And I also, that doesn't mean that you should, because it's a thin line, right? It's a fine line. You shouldn't have to tailor it to everybody's.
Yeah.
Especially niggas who are ridiculous when they go out to eat. Like, ain't nobody tending to all of that. Like, go home. But as, and that could
Black
be a
orders.
problematic take too. But there was a time, and maybe I sound like I tended bar with a black vest and a white button-up shirt. But there was a time, nigga, where whether I drink that shit or not, if somebody came in that bitch and said, I want a star fucker, I should probably know what that is. Every once in a while, it would be something ridiculous, and you'd be like, what is that? Or if somebody came and said, I'd like a salty dog. I'm not drinking that shit, but I know how to fucking make it. If somebody came in and said, I like this, this, and this, these are the flavor profiles, but I don't know what I want. When we didn't have cocktail menus at the time, they'd be like, I know what I'm gonna make you. And then you gotta play around with your flavors and shit. Like, I feel like the shit is bland now, and it don't give niggas real skill. I also get consistency. I get pre-batching certain things to make sure that there's a consistency to a certain degree. But then also you got niggas like me that's like, I don't want Blanco tequila in that. I want Reposado in that. Or I'd like a smoky element. So I want to swap it out for a mezcal. And they should be able to do that. I shouldn't have to go into a bar and do a whole like covert operation and watch the bartender for 15 minutes to figure out if this nigga's gonna make my drink good or not.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay, they're a real bartender. So I know that because I drink a particular cocktail. I drink a margarita up, but I also am very particular with the margarita. I don't want no mix in it. And I don't want no roses lime. And don't do that fake lime shape shit either. It's got to be real lime juice. It's got to be some Cointreau or another good orange liqueur. It's got to be a perfect balance. I don't want my margaritas too sweet. And then I like a little bit of olive brine in it and garnish with olive served up with a salted rim. Can't get that.
That's a very particular
it is
cocktail you got there.
But and I should, once upon a time, I could have gone into 15 bars and 13 bartenders would have made that shit right if I just told them how I wanted it. Now, I can go into 15 bars and 5 of them are going to hit that shit on the money and the rest of them are going to be like, yeah, we don't have the ingredients for that. We pre-batch everything.
That's why I don't, like, over the last few years, I don't get cocktails anymore. I just get wine. Because
I shouldn't have to make this a me problem.
I know. But I also know, and I don't know if I've talked about that on here, but LA has a problem with like fake alcohol. or like filling that shit with rubbing alcohol or gasoline and giving niggas poisoning and shit like that.
Okay.
And so therefore, if I go out, I purposely get wine because I know y'all not feeling that with swill because I see you have to open the shit because
Copy.
nobody's ordering wine at the club but me. And two,
Real.
and two, like even in New York, I remember there was a point where I would specifically order champagne at the club.
Oh.
Right. It's not that as expensive as you think.
Okay.
Like, I remember I used to go to Splash, and I would get the mini bottle of champagne, and it was only $20.
Okay.
And I would just have my little straw. A, because I didn't trust niggas putting shit in my drink.
Real.
Number one.
Yeah.
Two, I knew the quality of it.
Okay.
Right.
No,
that
that's
was my
fair.
that was my version of quality control. And I
Yeah.
think that's what that is now with me going to I went to that Summer Walker thing. I was the only nigga in there with wine. And I was like, yes, heart of a woman. You know. With my glass of Sauvignon Blanc. You know.
Question is why I do the things I do. Answer I may never find, but I'll always choose you. Wanna give up on you, but damn, I know I can't. I put the blame on me for giving you chance after chance.
That's real. That's real. And I've done that too, where I look and I'm like, there is literally nothing here that I want. I am out of a rum and coke days.
It's the chicken tenders of spirits, right? No shade. Like it's the safest thing you could get at a bar. Like that or a beer.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. I'm not mad. And then I also, when you all have white and red wine and that's it, I'm good on that too.
Yeah.
But this is also where I'm at in life. You know what I mean? Like there was a time where I can go into a bar and I'm like, I'll get a rum and coke. I hate a vodka cran, I realized. Keep a vodka cran away from me. And I hate, if I have to go in and like really decide that I have to resort to a drink, then I don't want to drink.
That's what Jim Manika and I were talking about this the other day. I was talking about like adult beverages because she was like, I love a dirty martini with all the blah 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 and the dry and the hootie hoo and the what's and what's and the blah blah blah. And I was like, that is a little too adult for your girl. Okay, I remember like there are just some shit that I'm just too grown. I'm not adult enough to drink, even at my big age. Like I'm never grown enough to drink a dirty martini. I'm not even grown enough to drink a martini for real, unless if it's a homosexual kind, like a Cosmo or Appletini or whatever, those type of things. But I'm never gonna let me get an extra dry or Gibson or blah blah blah. Like no, first of all, I don't like olives. And
no brine
and so I think that's weird.
Okay.
Why should brine be in a drink? That's weird. You use brine to season, not to consume.
No, I like a little in my. I told you I like my little dirty margarita, served up with olives and a salted rim. And if you have a tahine mixed with in a blend, I made it for my aunt and my cousins and them this weekend, and they loved it.
Did I tell you how I got sick the other day? Oh, I had cheap margaritas actually.
Oh no!
For that birthday weekend. Yeah, I went to a homosexual establishment.
Okay.
With the FAGs, honey.
No.
I was quoting Luscious Massacre.
Oh yeah. Oh, I was watching Luscious this morning. I was watching Luscious get Bob together, which is really funny.
I gotta be honest. She didn't say a lie. I too get mad when the girls don't show up to work and get in drag.
It was the way she did it though. She was like, "You know what I hate, Bob? I hate when the queens get too successful to be queens." What did she say? You're just a boy, a dude.
Yeah. It's giving male.
It's giving male. Giving dude. A dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
That-
She went on Monet's show too and was like, y'all got up here, y'all don't getting dragged no more.
See,
Valentina too. She said it was she told both of them, she was like, y'all don't get a drag no more. What's up with that?
this is where
Luscious told Trixie too.
Well, and Luscious can tell
yeah.
all of them. I personally, it's know your place. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no white person coming and telling me nothing. So I can't go to Monet, who I love beyond measure, and be like, bitch, I'm tired of seeing you in your athleisure. Like, body's tea. I get it. We put in work now.
Yeah. But if you don't put them clogs away, goddamn it.
Or you can't use the drag name. You gotta use the other name. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like you gotta use the other one if that's the drag, because then I want to come see Monet exchange. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then
That's
again, I'm like, you can't say that. I just said it, but you can't say it. You know? So shout out to Luscious.
But that's like how Mistress has like her daytime drag persona, Eleanor. So it's like if you're gonna do Eleanor is a mess. Eleanor was walking around Austin with like a pregnant belly on, been like harassing hetero people.
Mistress?
Or like, yeah. Or I was watching Mistress, I was watching Luscious this morning, or was it yesterday? It was an old video. She had went to, she went somewhere with her girlfriends, and they was pulling trade like for real at the supermarket. And then they went to like and like her friend picked up the tray. He was like, "We can go get made right now," and they was like, "Ooh, I need that tray." Like it was a lot going on. I'll put Luscious's link in the description, but she is a time on YouTube. She's not a drag race queen.
No.
Just to be clear, she's not.
No.
And I don't think she ever will be. First of all,
I don't think I would want her to be.
No,
Yeah.
she's way too. Yeah, no.
Yeah, nah. I enjoy her because I enjoy her. No, that's what I forgot to tell you. I didn't even tell you what I was watching. Euphoria.
Oh yeah, I heard Marshawn Lynch is in there kicking dirt at our queen.
Yes, he is. Marshawn Lynch is. I enjoy him as a person, as a human, and he's essentially playing a performing criminal version of himself. Is what he's playing.
Bay Area's finest.
Yeah, he's doing a great job because he's being Marshawn.
He also turned 40 this year, I believe.
Did he? Mm-hmm. Welcome, King. I didn't know how old Marshawn was, if I'm being honest with you. But
he's always given 40. But
exactly. I was like, you know how we were born 40? Like I feel like he was too. So, but I've been watching it again, like I was telling you, because not because I'm because I'm being nosy. Like I'm like I gotta see how, because is this the series finale? Or are they about to do another season? Because niggas are not waiting another 3 years for y'all to do this shit again.
I don't see how they can do another season.
Let me see. Is this?
I know they have hinted that they might go on, but they probably if they did, I don't think Zendaya would go along continue.
And that would end the show because you cannot continue the show without her. So I've been watching it. Sam Levinson is trying to do some kind of like Quentin Tarantino type.
Is he working out his sexual fantasies on camera?
Baby, he is working out his shit, and it ain't on a leather couch. He's working his shit out through this show in a very disturbing way. I'm like, and then he got the whole like directed by, written by, produced by, blah, 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 you know what I'm saying? And then you see Drake's big fucking, exactly, and then Drake pops up. His name pops up out of nowhere because he's an executive producer of the show.
Drake, like Aubrey Graham?
Yes, nigga, yes, Wheelchair Jimmy.
Well, it explains, he likes to be around children. So.
Damn. Damn. Well, yeah, they working out some shit. So the MAGA girl is a spoiler, I guess. The MAGA
I'm never
girl,
watching that show.
and this is for other
I'll
niggas,
go back and
not
watch
for
the
you.
Power before I go watch a Euphoria. I just
Yo.
can't. I just can't. I told you I'm watching The Shy because my friend's the EP, and I'm just like, oh.
I said I was gonna watch that show, and I only watched,
Oh.
I think, the first season of it, and I didn't continue to watch it because that main character was Eazy-E. He got put out for being nasty, and then I was like, I don't understand how you all are gonna pivot with this.
Child, they got Candy in the fucking. They got Tabitha Brown. It's just a whole
I
bunch
know
of shit going on.
I know Tabitha Brown was in it.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of shit going on. I just, it's just got a lot going on,
Okay.
and that's all I'll say.
Okay, all
But
right.
Euphoria, I'm not going back. Like, I'm
not telling
It was
you to.
weird anyway with the
Exactly.
when they had Eric Dane.
He's in it too.
Did you hear the news? Jenny has ALS. Of Jenny and Samit.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, that's what Eric Dane passed away from.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear
Yeah.
that. I don't wish ill on
Yeah.
Jenny. I don't wish ill on her.
No, I just want her to get back to America and
Well,
stop
at this
wasting
point,
these
she
people's
can't.
time.
She can't stay out there with that because they don't. I'm not talking about India, but that family don't have the wherewithal on how to take. They can't handle that lady right at her healthiest. So I know that they don't. I know that they can't handle her health declining in the way that we know that ALS does to people.
Right. Especially, she's already almost 70, so I can't imagine this being the easiest on her. Even though ALS is not an easy thing, but I can't
No.
imagine added stress of being almost 70.
Damn.
But yeah, I forgot to tell you.
How do you? I wonder if it's like a gene you carry. Oh, genetic and environmental.
Huh. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, I forgot to, I wanted to say that at the top of the show. But
I'm sorry to hear
Yeah.
that. Well, yeah, it's the show is it's gone in a very weird direction, and then like the actual direction of it, the look of it, the cinematography of it is it's leaning into this like Quentin Tarantino territory where he's trying to get out his little artsy fartsy shit, and I mean it's very pretty in certain ways. Then they got this black man who's a lead on there who I am enjoying as a villain. And I really liked the last episode where they gave his backstory. I like how they do the back. You know why I think I also keep watching it outside of pure nosiness is I appreciate backstories. I like to see what character development and why characters are the way that they are. And so
that's fair.
maybe this last episode might have been my favorite just because of that. And then the backstory that they gave was about a black family. It wasn't in no uplifting way. Let's be very clear. Mama was a scammer, but he's a villain in the show, and it gave you a very quick but very detailed description of why he was that way. And I thought that was good. But it's a weird season. It's weird as fuck. It's some weird sexual shit. He's definitely working out. He had Hunter Schafer. He had her wrapped up in saran wrap, and they wasn't on no fried green tomatoes. It was on some like
I saw like on some like Woo shit where remember in Woo yeah
and some lipstick. It was
I can't believe I'm quoting or
I know.
referencing a Woo in 2026.
It's he's working it out. And I don't see Zendaya going past this. So this will be my last season, if it's not the last season.
Yeah, just like this is my last season of Survivor.
Because Sari.
And now, Sari, you know what I'm about to say. Why don't you say it? Well, Jeff, I guess the tribe has spoken. They have, Sari. Good luck, guys.
We're gonna have an official send off
Yeah.
for her on the main chan.
Yeah.
But you know, Sari is she's been voted out.
Yeah. And we did say initially we were going to stop watching when Sari got voted out, even though I feel wrong about that because Tiffany's still in it.
Yeah, I don't, but I see why you feel bad about that. You know, Tiffany's new. There's so many
yes,
other.
you're right.
There's so many other black divas that we need justice for. Justice for Michaela. Justice for Vesepi, even though she won. Justice for Sean, the black man. Oh yeah, the first winner, first black winner was a black woman
Okay. So why justice for?
in season 4. Just because she deserved to be on Winners at War. She was not invited. She's one of the people. She's won and just we never
disappeared.
seen her again.
You know who else in my later seasons who I think deserves to come back for some justice? I don't remember her name. Our girl who I said looks like our friend in Ohio. Oh,
Jan?
no, she was on, hold on, Survivor. What was Jam Jam season? What season was that? 40 what?
45, I want to say.
Let me see.
44 or 45.
Who won? Okay, let's see. Who's the cast? Survivor cast. No, that was Toe, so it was 44. I've been watching this shit for 6 seasons. Damn, it feels like forever. How do y'all do this? Lauren.
Hold on, let me look. Survivor
Lauren Harp with an E at the end.
Harp. Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
I vaguely remember her, but yes, I do remember.
I feel like she was trying to play a strategy game. Now, granted, I was new watching that at the time, so I could be delusional in this thought. But as you're talking about black women, I'm like, they should bring her back and give her another.
Like, I want you to I need you to visit, because not only there was Sari, and then there's Tasha.
Did she make...
Tasha deserved so much of her season. And Chris and I were actually talking to
Yeah, she went to the jury.
that Taj would have won her season as well. If Taj would have won if they didn't know she was married to Eddie George. And what ends up happening is that back then they used to do family, the family would come on, and so they saw NFL legend Eddie George. You don't need that money.
Okay.
Because they didn't know she was an SWV.
I mean, truth be told,
But
I know, and I would have been up there like, y'all don't know who she is. Or I
the one
actually,
girl that
I would never have said it. I would have just walked around singing SWV songs. I would have been in there like, if the weather broke, rain down on me. But I would have never told anybody. You know that song, girl? It was a classic. If I was in the middle of a challenge, can't explain why your love, it makes me weak.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I would just, that would be my game.
Yeah.
What that game is, the end game, I have no clue. It would just be more of trolling.
Yeah, same. Big mood.
Yeah.
That's on par with how you spell your name.
Yeah, exactly. And people be like, what are these songs you're singing? I wrote them.
I wrote them. They've come to me in my head.
I'm a songwriter. I would like to see an all-black lady cast of Survivor, but you know they would revolt.
Yeah, like all of, and not all of them, not all, because there's Nayanka she's a trip. She's like a Jaguar right type.
Okay.
Like currently.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes.
Like, and you do with that what you will. But
I'm doing it.
Yeah, she was a very, very, very
It's like you're not all the
angry
way
and
wrong,
then
but
some.
grain of salt.
Yeah. There's also Michaela, who's now on the challenge.
Okay.
She deserved to win. Her
Okay.
thing was she exposed her game she drew her game plans in the sand. And everyone was like, bitch, like she wrote who was going home next, and everybody was like, girl, what the fuck? Like, you can't do that.
That is fucking funny.
Yeah.
That is funny.
Because I would have sent her home too, because I was like, girl, you can't do that.
That's funny.
Who else is black? I'm talking about black women on this show. Sydney, she was cool.
Okay.
But Tasha, she deserves. She's a younger Suri.
In what way? Like with the really good gameplay, social game?
With really good gameplay, really good social game. She had a way where she was like Suri, people told her things, but she was also young enough to be in the mix as well, and she would also win challenges.
Okay.
Because that's also Suri's number one downfall was the fact that she never won any challenge.
Yes.
She didn't win anything on Big Brother
if she would have got immunity and shit like that, which, I get, sometimes we just don't be doing all, we be like, I'm not doing all that.
No, I know that's
this.
real, but there's some things that I'm like, it's for $1 million.
Absolutely.
You gotta,
no. I'm not saying I'm not saying I agree. I just think I understand.
Yeah. But we're getting too much in Survivor. Let's take one quick break and then we'll come back. Well, I guess we're catching up today.
Yeah, I think we just catch up. I think.
Yeah. Let's take one more break and then we'll be back with more Jade and XD. Hit it.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
And in Spencer Pratt's case, it's the villain that has value. If you want to go back to the hills is where he made a career of the obnoxious. Who's talking to you is what I want to know. But his performance...
And we're back. We're just catching up here, calling out deed stealers and things.
You do it too. My nigga, you can do it too.
Exactly. I am seeing visions of 2016. And I'll explain what I mean by that. So, Chris has been traveling. Chris was in Cannes for the film festival.
That's fancy.
And no one. So while he was gone, I decided that I'm going to do, things you do when your husband's away, right? You get to clean, you get to watch the shit that you don't ever watch because they always complain, blah, blah, blah. I decided to get really, really high and do my annual rewatch of the Adam DiVallo suite. What does that mean? Laguna Beach.
Oh my God.
All the way through Selling Sunset.
Damn.
Right. Now, that's something new I added, but that's me having to get through Laguna Beach, the hills, the city. I'm not doing the hills New Beginnings because I don't believe in that.
What?
Siesta Key. Oh, the New Beginnings is when they took a long break and then they came back. They rebooted the hills, and I'm not doing that.
Oh, yeah, you're right. They came on Paramount Plus on one of those. It was a pandemic situation. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then I also forgot that. So I'm watching, and we're going to show an episode on this week of Jade and XD on Patreon. But I also realized that Spencer Pratt is running for mayor of Los Angeles.
That's
and I
brand.
say I'm getting since 2016 is because
it looks like
he
it's
is
on
gaining
track.
a lot of traction. And white women that I follow who have some sense, they're like, I don't know if he's going to win. He might. But what we can say is that he is running a good campaign. And I guess I should have started this at the top of the episode. Well, who else would he?
Yeah, no, I know.
His main platform is my house burned down. So I'm running.
So did all of
It's
the
literally what it
entire
is.
black neighborhood.
Yeah, but that wasn't his neighborhood that he lived in. He lived in the Palisades, and which yes, burnt down, and it's sad. Yes, all that. He also needs to combat the fact that corporations are taking over the Palisades too. So rich people are about to be priced out of that motherfucker as well. So, yeah, but he is gaining some really huge traction. Because our current mayor is awful, right? I get that, but like, people are like, because we have this one lady named Nydia who is a Mandani type of socialist type of lady, but I don't know.
Okay, listen, wait. I just pulled this
Go
up.
ahead.
Pratt's political positions include improving infrastructure, increasing funding for LAPD, incarcerating those who participate in street takeovers, and addressing drug addiction, mental health, homelessness, a regulatory environment that stalls progress and management of emergencies.
This nigga, they were like, it's always like a yes, but how? There's no how.
Also, that could be
They all
very
say that.
malicious. But what? Because you're addressing drug addiction and homelessness could very well be language for get them niggas out of here. We're gonna do it. We're gonna pick them all up in one sweep and either euthanize them or put them in prison. It doesn't mean that you're actually focused on assisting these human beings and rebuilding their lives with the resources that they need.
Yeah. Don't vote for Spencer. That's the title of this episode. Don't vote for Spencer Pratt.
Yeah.
When you decide to do this and you're screaming at people, is this just an act or is this who you really are?
Well, I'm not an actor, so I guess.
Although those Are the Hills was somewhat scripted, even though it's reality. I mean, this is you want to be the villain.
Oh no, I never said that.
No, you said that
for the competitive show. Like, not in life.
He characterizes himself as a community advocate like former President Barack Obama. Let's see, in that same debate, Pratt denied being part of Maggot. He argued that super meth is fueling homelessness in the city of Los Angeles. He argued to increase spending on LAPD, decrease homelessness funding. Okay, goes with what I was just saying. And has said he will direct LAPD to increase patrols in synagogues and Shabbat centers. Which, by the way, peace to those victims of the massacre in San Diego at the mosque. I want to make sure we say that as well. Peace to them and to their families.
I don't think, outside of that incident, yes, peace to them. I don't think... Yes, I think all religious institutions should be safe, right? I think everybody should have safety. I just don't think that I'm tired of people getting in government and not knowing government.
Wait. His campaign reposted a viral video by AI filmmaker Charlie Curran that used artificial intelligence. Pratt did not commission the ad. The video portrays Pratt as Batman and Californian politicians such as Bass, Newsom, and Kamala Harris as supervillains. The U.S. Senator from Texas, Ted Cruz,
and former... TV right now.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it shows up on television.
Ted Cruz praised it, and Matt Gaetz.
Uh-huh. Yeah. It shows up on... I don't know if this total side conversation, but like all of our conversations.
No, we're the end of days.
Yeah, but... Election coverage, TV coverage is nuts. There's been so much AI push as far as not only the AI created commercials like from politicians, but also like we have to beat China. Have you seen that commercial?
No.
It's literally like blatant like we have to beat China at AI.
First of all, that's not going to happen.
And I'm like, what are you joining?
What are you joining?
I'm not typing in the URL to go look.
Never.
But
never.
But But I've always, when I ever see these comments, I'm like, what am I joining? And what's also interesting, the new like military commercials, because in my head I'm like, if I'm paying for this fucking cable, I'm gonna watch it, damn it.
Yeah.
So I've been like, so I look at these commercials like, on my day, you know, the Army commercials, be all you can be. They were quite simple. You know what I mean? It was very
They
much
were straightforward. It was real G.I. Joe type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Now this shit is like, they got like Damson Idris looking niggas or whatever talking about, do you want to be an engineer and whatever, like a fucking Star Wars promo. And part of me was like, I could see how you would get like young impressionable people because you made the shit look cool.
they tried to make it look cool in the 90s with the, you know, when they be coming out the helicopter and, you know, they do all of that kind of stuff.
The Top Gun stuff.
They tried to do that, but I don't think that would appeal to the kids like it once upon a time might have.
They need over hyper stimulation, like.
You don't have to go to war. You can work on computers and get your college paid for. Still very manipulative.
That's the market. Yeah.
Is it?
That's the angle. Yeah.
Let's have a real conversation about why all your offices have been in marginalized neighborhoods, and you only target marginalized community. Let's talk about that. But y'all don't want to talk about that. You don't want to talk about that. You know what? We're done here.
I think it's time.
Yeah.
For us to go.
We're done here.
Don't vote for Spencer Pratt. We just here to come up here and talk about shit and catch you all up with us and all that jazz. We had a Wang Dang Doodle on the Patreon this week, so
yes,
we had laughs and then some. So
yeah, go check that out.
Until next time.
And we got a lot of episodes coming up for you all. So
yeah, we do. So until next time, friends. Bye.
Yes,